Hey guys! Today we will be providing an update on 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Days cast members from season 3 and 4. Stay tuned to find out which cast members got married after meeting for the very first time on TV and which couples didn't last. Caesar and Maria. Caesar's 90 Day Fiancé journey was one of the most talked about storylines in his season, given that he claimed to have sent $40,000 over the course of 5 years to a 28-year-old Ukrainian woman named Maria, without having ever met her face-to-face or even video chatted with her. Maria stood Caesar up when he was traveling to see her at least 3 times. The latest time was when he went to Cancun on the show. While his friends and co-workers were convinced Caesar was being catfished, since he and Maria had never had an actual face-to-face conversation, during the season finale, Maria was shockingly revealed during an interview with TLC cameras. She admitted she wasn't physically attracted to Caesar and said she had been chatting with other men besides him. She also said that he had given her closer to $5,000 over the years, as opposed to $40,000. Since then, on 90 Day Fiancé Self-Quarantine, Caesar has admitted to meeting Maria off camera. He said that he actually traveled to Ukraine to meet Maria. Caesar confessed, quote, "Now we are over, that's it. Moving on was hard, but it was the best decision for me. My current status with Maria is we really don't talk." Fans doubted his story though. According to Caesar, he doesn't have any photos with Maria because she was the one taking the pictures and she didn't send them to him. Some fans spotted Caesar in Qatar airport, likely going to Ukraine, but Caesar and Maria were never seen together. The nail expert then claimed to be dating a new girl called Daya. Cheat Sheet reported that Caesar's new long-distance relationship was with a New Orleans-based model that ignored him when they finally met. Just like Maria, Aya too asked him for money, so Caesar blocked her. On 90 Day Barzol in 2021, Caesar reiterated that he sent his entire paycheck to Maria. Surprise host of the show asked how was he supporting his basic needs back then, and Caesar said he only ate ramen, eggs and bacon. When it comes to Maria, she is not active on social media since almost a year. Since her season, Maria met Darcy's ex, Jesse, in Barcelona, which sparked rumors of romance and made Caesar jealous. After that, Caesar was quite upset, and he admitted to dislike Jesse. But there was nothing pointing out to the fact that Maria and Jesse were more than just friends.
I don't even know if I could say dated now I think about it. I would say money transaction.
Okay, for 5 years, you sent her your entire paycheck. In that 5-year period, were you two ever intimate?
No.
Guys, your entire paycheck. 5 years.
Okay.
You were her bank account.
Avery and Omar. We spoke about Omar and Avery's love story after the show and hurdles in obtaining Omar's US visa in one of the videos on this channel, which you can check out in the description below. Last time we spoke about them, Omar's spousal visa was finally approved. Since the approval, Omar and Avery relocated from Dubai to the US. Currently, they are traveling around the States and working hard for their future. Avery and Omar are currently residing in New Jersey. Since he came to the US in March, Omar already passed Integrated National Board Dental Examination. According to Avery, now that he passed, he only needs to do 2 years of college, which is a normal protocol, and he will be a general dentist in the USA. Avery is currently working as a medical assistant while working on her bachelor's degree in healthcare management. She hopes to work alongside Omar in their own dental clinic soon. Many fans are hoping to see Avery and Omar back on the show as one of the success stories. However, the couple already made it clear that they are not planning on making a comeback. Previously, Avery revealed that she and Omar have declined offers to be on TV again. She also noted that they are no longer under contract with TLC, so they can pretty much do anything they want on different platforms. Benjamin and Akinyi. 90 Day Fiancé couple Akinyi and Benjamin met when Benjamin decided to expand his geographical search for a partner who shared his Christian values. When he discovered Akinyi, he feared she was a catfish.
On the dating app, I had to put a range of how far away the women lived. So after having a miserable time with dating in Phoenix, I extended my borders completely. And one day it popped up, hey, this person liked you. Her name's Akini. Now, she's gorgeous. But she's all the way in Nairobi, in Africa. How is she liking me?
Benjamin was previously married and now divorced with a son. His ex-wife never revealed the reasons for separation, but some fans suspect he wasn't faithful. Benjamin and Akini eventually met up in Kenya, where he met Akini's family for the first time. Suffice it to say, there were major cultural differences. Akini's family was not so sure about the 90-Day Fiancé hopeful. They felt he was much of an alpha male. Eventually, Akini's family agreed that the two could marry. They worked out a bride price or a dowry for Akini. Benjamin was not able to pay the bride price he originally suggested, of about $800, a figure low enough to shock Akini's family. She informed him that typically a bride price for a woman of her education would start at around $3,000. Luckily, her father was able to work out a payment plan for Benjamin. At the end of the season, Benjamin and Akini had a traditional wedding ceremony, though it was not legally binding. Since season 3 or before the 90 days aired, Akini and Benjamin came on 90 Day Fiancé self-quarantined in April 2020, revealing that they are still waiting on Akini's visa and she's already packed her luggage to go to the US. However, she didn't arrive to the States until 2021, and in April she and Benjamin married. According to leaks, although TLC's cameras were present there, Benjamin's son allegedly was not. We are going to see the footage of the ceremony, as well as Akini's adjustment to living in the States on 90 Day Diaries Season 2. Tim and Jennifer. During their season of Before the 90 Days, Tim traveled to Colombia to visit a young single mother, Jennifer, according to the show, for the very first time. Though rumor has it, they concealed the fact that they actually met before and didn't hit it off. Therefore, many people assumed Jennifer and Tim were on the show for fame. On the show, Tim's trip to Colombia finished with him giving Jennifer a promise ring. He was also reluctant to be intimate, and they shared nothing but a few kisses during the show. Because of that, Tim was mocked online, and many fans doubted his sexuality. In an interview to Entertainment Tonight, Tim revealed that he didn't want to rush the relationship, and sex isn't as important to him as it used to be, and he is looking to establish the emotional connection. He also admitted he has feminine traits, but it has nothing to do with his sexuality, according to Tim. 90 Day Fiancé's Tim shared how he thought things were really serious with Jennifer, but his visit to Colombia in the fall of 2019 was the last time he saw Jennifer. Getting a visa for her turned out to be very expensive for Tim, who spent that money on some expensive equipment for his fancy gun business instead. Tim and his ex Veronica are cast members on 90 Day Pillow Talk. Recently, he introduced his new Colombian girlfriend on 90 Day Berzol.
She's from Colombia. She's been in the United States for about a year and a half now. She's been learning English. She's sweet and she's low maintenance.
What is the age difference?
17 years.
17 years.
Yes.
If you see him, we don't really look that different.
Let me
because
see. Let me look.
He looks like super, like he looks so handsome to me. Like, oh my God.
He doesn't look like an
I
old
love
man.
him.
With regards to Jennifer, some fans thought she dated famous DJ Diplo after she posted a mutual photo of them to her Instagram. However, rumor has it she is currently dating Darcy's ex, Jesse. Since season 3 of Before the 90 Days, the two have always been flirtatious, always exchanging comments like "you look hot" or "you're beautiful." In June 2021, Jesse was spotted in Bucaramanga, Colombia, Jennifer's hometown, and some fans speculate they will be filming together for 90 Day Fiancé. The Bucaramanga, Colombia native posted a PDA field snapshot featuring a mystery blonde man in a black t-shirt via her Instagram stories at the end of June 2021. The next day, Jesse appeared on Instagram wearing the same t-shirt. It appears that 25-year-old Jennifer and 28-year-old Jesse are on a getaway to Turkey together. A few days ago, the possible couple shared a few photos of themselves together, having a fun time in Turkey. Furthermore, his flirty comments on her recent Instagram posts all but confirm they are a couple. Yolanda and Williams. Yolanda and Williams' storyline appeared to be the fakest in 90 Day Fiancé history. Nobody could believe a human being could be as gullible as Yolanda, a widow from Las Vegas and a mother of 6. Yolanda fell in love with a young man who claimed to be a restaurant manager from Manchester, England. The man slid to her DMs, but he never video called Yolanda, as he claimed his camera was broken.
He told me, Yolanda, I don't have a camera. Williams does communicate with me with his phone, but he said the camera's broken so he can see me, but I can't see him. So I believe him.
On the show, it was apparent that Williams was not an Englishman and he was tied to a Nigerian organization. Yolanda opened her eyes about Williams at the tell-all for the season. Since the show ended, Yolanda did find a new young man. Her new boyfriend is a 37-year-old John, a fellow resident of Las Vegas. He was introduced to 90 Day viewers on 90 Day Berzol in 2021. Yolanda shared that her love story with John began in the grocery store aisle. John made it known that he liked Yolanda's body, so he decided to make his move. John claims he has never seen Yolanda and her storyline on 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Days. Sean Robinson was skeptical about it, but when she quizzed him to make sure he deserved Yolanda, he didn't seem to know anything about it. Maybe he was just pretending not to though.
Oh, wow, Yolanda. Ooh, he's cute. Okay, tell me where you first met?
I met her in the grocery store,
Yes.
and I saw her, and I did not obey the 6 feet rule. 'Cause I walked up to
Did you recognize her right away, John?
no,
I don't believe you. I do not believe you.
I've never watched the show.
I don't believe you.
Most fans wish Yolanda and John the best. This couple will appear on season 2 of 90 Day Diaries. Avery and Ash. On Before the 90 Days, 32-year-old Avery confessed that she was in a really dark place only until she met her soulmate, 38-year-old Ash, who was originally from Mauritius but settled in Australia, where he married and had a son, Tash. Avery had mentioned how Ash had reached out to her on Instagram about 9 months before she appeared on the TLC show. He messaged her about her food, saying that it looks so nourishing. The 90 Day Fiancé couple started talking and they moved to video chat, but for Avery it was a straight connection. However, Avery feared Ash's job as a relationship coach to single women. What Avery had left out from her confession was revealed by Ash in October 2020. According to Ash, they had broken up like 10 times before the 90 Day Fiancé filming began. Ash claimed he didn't know about the show's existence until Avery applied to be in it, and they weren't even together at that time. Avery had supposedly called him to ask for another chance, and Ash agreed because he wanted to see her in person. After 3 weeks in Australia, they seemed to be in a good place, and Ash was supposed to visit Avery in the US. Alas, the couple broke up as Avery suspected Ash was dishonest. Currently, the two are not on speaking terms, and both Avery and Ash appear to be single at the moment. Jeffrey and Varia. Two 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days cast members who haven't spilled the beans about their current relationship status are Varia and Jeffrey. The couple got engaged by the end of season 4 in May 2020, but since they weren't a part of the tell-all special, the fans are unaware of their current situation. On season 4 of Before the 90 Days, Jeffrey traveled to Russia to meet Varia for the very first time. By the end of his trip they bonded, but Varia rejected his proposal. A couple of months later, she came to the US to say that now she is ready to marry him. But at this point, Jeffrey was dating his best friend, Mary. It seems that Varia won his heart over Mary, but it is not clear if it was for good. In 2020, Jeffrey admitted to have slept with over 500 women. The modern-day Genghis Khan is still going through the court case after he was accused of domestic battery. This was the reason why Jeffree and various segments weren't shown on 90 Day Pillow Talk, and this is why they didn't come to the tell-all. At this moment, the verdict on his case is still pending. Some fans theorized that Varya spent the New Year's Eve of 2021 in Jeffree's house in Tennessee. She currently lives in the US, though not in Tennessee but in Florida. She came to the US on a tourist visa after selling her apartment in Russia in order to travel. She is bound to return to Russia soon. David and Lana. David from 90 Day Fiancé traveled to meet his online girlfriend Lana in Ukraine on season 4 of Before the 90 Days. He has known Lana for 7 years, and they were communicating exclusively through a paid web chat. David admitted he spent over $150,000 on those chats. The show's fans were convinced Lana is a catfish. Her photos were found on multiple dating sites, all the way from Russia to Sweden. During David's trip to Ukraine, she stood him up and gave him a fake address. But he went there again in half a year time, and they finally met. David proposed to Lana and she accepted. He even gave her a phone to keep in touch with him, but she continued to communicate with him solely via web chat. As some of you may know, the unedited 10-hour footage of Before the 90 Days Season 4 tell-all was leaked in May 2020. About 3 hours of that footage prominently featured David. David even argued with the host, saying the production edited the footage to show that Lana met the crew a day before meeting David, but in reality they filmed it after she met him. David does frequent couple-of-hour-long lives on Instagram. In May this year, he admitted he's going to Ukraine to meet Lana this summer. He says they're trying for a tourist visa for her so she could come to the US and travel with him. Lana, on the other hand, claims the story was fake. Lana did a Q&A in January 2021, and 90 Day The Melanated Way on Instagram shared about it. During her Q&A, she said that she and David only got engaged for the TLC show. Allegedly, none of it was real. Lana said she still speaks to David. And when asked if she is going to be featured on 90 Day Fiancé in the future, Lana couldn't commit. She claimed that she refused to participate, as TLC acted with stupidity. Another fan asked her why she ghosted David, but she claimed she never did that. She added, "This is the idea of the show." She also said that she is a law enforcement officer, unlike a travel agent as shown on the show. David is still adamant that indeed a lot of things on 90 Day Fiancé were fake, but he truly believes he will get to be together with Lana. Stephanie and Erika. An American girl of Czech origin, Stephanie was already a famous YouTuber focused on sexy content when she met Erika from Australia online. Stephanie traveled to Australia despite being sick with aplastic anemia, which made her immune system weak. At first, things went well and Stephanie and Erika kissed, but soon after, everything fell apart. Stephanie was not comfortable with physical intimacy, and Erika grew frustrated when she couldn't show even the smallest sign of affection. She also thought that Stephanie was behaving completely differently than her sexy YouTube personality, which is what attracted her in the first place. On top of that, Stephanie wasn't comfortable with Erika being close friends with her ex. On the other hand, Erika expected Stephanie to come out to her mom, a step Stephanie couldn't take. On Before the 90 Days, Stephanie and Erika had an ugly breakup. Erika has now moved on with her boyfriend Chris. According to her, she is unhappy with her reality TV experience, and she feels trapped by Stephanie, who wanted to go on TV to grow her platform. But it seems she now found happiness with her boyfriend. Stephanie is currently single and she continues to build her empire. One of the richest 90 Day Fiancé cast members, Stephanie continues to create YouTube content along with not one but 3 OnlyFans pages. Her newest page is 18+ cryptocurrency learning platform where she sexily explains crypto. Her net worth is estimated to be a couple of $1 million. She is not public with any man or woman, but seems to be content with her life. After the show, she admitted to be asexual.
I'm asexual. I don't feel sexual attraction. That does not mean I don't like affection. I still have feelings and like to show love. I'm not broken. I'm asexual.
Stephanie and her mom joined 90 Day Fiancé Pillow Talk cast this season. Lisa and Usman. Lisa Ham, 90 Day Fiancé franchise villain, who is better known as Baby Girl Lisa, had a messy relationship with Usman, better known as Soulja Boy. Lisa and Usman presented themselves as a strange couple. American Lisa was 53 when she went to Nigeria to meet her 30-year-old partner. The couple displayed a bizarre relationship that left many viewers confused if it was genuine. Though some viewers were intrigued by the mismatched couple, Lisa quickly became a franchise villain after she directed a racial slur at her partner. Many viewers believe this is why Lisa didn't continue in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, though she denies having been fired by TLC. Nevertheless, fans weren't surprised to hear that Lisa and Usman were splitting up after witnessing their dysfunctional relationship. Recently, Lisa shocked fans with some surprising news. The American announced that she is married via a TikTok video which was reposted to her Instagram. The short clip features Lisa with her new husband, who appears to be around her age. "Married my best friend in 2021, she captioned the post. Usman last appeared on 90 Day Barzol, where he was scolded by Angela, who accused him of being a Yahoo boy.
I got myself a house. I changed my car. I've been doing well. Like, my life is good right now.
Man, you got some set up.
Yeah, I got some set up.
That's what your whole plan was at the beginning, is to make yourself well, huh? I've done good for myself. I built a house, my mom, I got a car. What the hell?
No, listen,
Everybody
Angela.
wants to live.
No.
Now you listen.
It's
You're
from
full
Kanye.
of shit. You're a scammer. That's why Nigerians get bad names
You
because
can
of people
call me a scammer
like
because
you.
no evidence.
You might have noticed there are a few couples missing from today's update. We already spoke about Big Ed and Rose in a separate video, and about Angela and Darcy in the previous installments of the series. I have linked relevant videos in the description below if you want to check those updates out. As always, if you learned anything new and would like to see more videos on 90 Day Fiancé relationship updates, please consider liking this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.